Hi students, welcome to my YouTube channel NCERT Mitra. We have already started a chapter that is the rocks and rock cycle, and today this is the last phase or the last video for regarding that chapter. So let's start. In this video we are going to discuss about the rock cycle. Okay, rock cycle in the sense you can say that's the one of the thing that is the before starting this chapter you have to know the what is rock cycle. So rock cycle is considered that you can say that the transformation of the rock from one to another. Transformation of rock from one to another is considered as the rock cycle. Okay, so it is based on the NCERT books. Then you can perhaps you can see steps of the rock cycle. In behind me I have shown one of the diagram that you can see. That's if there is a first process start from the magma. Okay, so magma cooling down and become the basalt or granite, that is the one type of igneous rock. And when there is a igneous rock, you can see the weathering and erosion, so that can become you can see the gravel or the sands, and again that transformation, decomposition, compaction, and you can say compactation that become due to the huge pressure and temperature converting to sedimentary rock. When sedimentary rocks, again there is a pressure and heat that convert to metamorphic rock, and metamorphic rock when goes down in the interior part of the earth surface, that time it is called the again converted into magma, or magma again comes out as a igneous rock. So this is the rock cycle, that is the continuously igneous rock to the sediment rock to sedimentary rocks then come to metamorphic rock, and again metamorphic rock or the sedimentary rock are transformed into the igneous rock. So this is considered as the rock cycle. Okay, so parent material, all of the rocks are igneous rock. Actually what are the parent material or the rocks, that is the only you can say the igneous rock. Okay, as soon as the igneous rock comes to the out of the surface, that has become the eroded, and by the different agents of erosion, it may be the water, it may be the glacier, it may be the you can say the river, so and it took material and changes into sediment. So this thing we have to understand. Sediment deposit in the layer, some places of the earth, and you can see the depressed place of the earth, and due to the heat and pressure that converted into sedimentary rocks. So sediment convert into sedimentary rocks. Okay, so sedimentary rocks number of layer we can see, and if this sedimentary rock do not have the very depth, so that change into metamorphic rocks or the igneous rock. So that is the in this way there is a change of the or circle, you can see the one cycle is completed. So that's why it is called the rock cycle. Perhaps you can see then rock cycle, you can say here another diagram I wanted to show that is a different type of the magma, that is magma, melting magma, that is you can say that called the igneous rock, that is the granite or it may be the basalt. Okay, intrusive in the granite, extrusive is the basalt rock. So whatever that comes out extrusive rocks, so basalt, due to weathering and erosion, that's converted into you can say the sediments or sedimentary rocks, deposition, compaction, and the lithification. So fossiliferous or the limestone or organic sedimentary rocks form. When organic sedimentary rocks, you can see the changes into that is the sandstone, it may be sandstone changes, and after the change by heat and chemical action, that changes into schist or the marble, limestone change into marble, that is the non-foliated and the foliated. So these are the due to heat and pressure that change into the metamorphic rock. Again the metamorphic rock melting, so that time it is converted into sedimentary and igneous rock. So these are the total circles. So perhaps you can understand by this. Here you can see one of the art to these are the broad description about the rock cycle. Perhaps you can see the melting magma chamber, magma comes out of earth and weathered, and due to the rainfall, due to the river erosion and transportation occur, then come to the deposition on sediments occur, and dual and the compaction occur, that time that become the sedimentary rocks, and deformation and metamorph, and again there is a huge pressure and temperature that converted into another type of rocks, that is the metamorphic rock. Again metamorphic rock due to the convergent plane boundary that goes to the goes under the earth surface, so that type called the melting. So this thing we have to understand. Okay, so these are the main thing. Next topic perhaps you can see as per your book, that is the geographic and economic. Okay, geographical and economic importance of the rock. So there is in our life actually rocks is a inseparable particles. If you just use your toilets, your bedroom, your dining room, there are all these places you can get the rocks in the sense of the marble, in the granite, in the basalt. So all type of rocks you can find. If you travel on the, you can say, the railways or railway track, it is full of with the basalt or the granite rock. So this thing we have to understand. So rocks are the economic importance of the sum. The rocks on disintegration, after the disintegration, break into fine particles, and which ultimately gave us the soil. So whatever the soil around you or surround you can say the alluvial soil, laterite soil, then come to the black soil or the regular soil, all type mountain soil, all type of soil come from the rocks. Their basic structure or their parent rock, that is the okay. So rocks are valuable and essential for the better growth of the crops. So that's why it is too much important. Too important soil of the alluvial soil and the black soil, and these are, you can see, the black soils are the Deccan regions in India are formed due to the weathering of igneous rock. Okay, so this thing we have to understand a lot. Okay, so this thing we have to understand. Then the rocks contain mineral which directly and indirectly help in the manufacturing industries for helping on the metallic mineral rocks, gold, zinc, copper, and you can say the iron, etc. And rocks contain minerals are called the ores. Okay, coal and petroleum both are the essential for the industrial development. So coal, you can say the petroleum, with the petroleum our automobile system, our transportation total become paralyzed. So that regard, you can say that it is very much important. Entire automobile system or industry depend on the transport system. They also in the variety type of the industry, that's the raw material manufacturing of the industries or the manufacturing purpose, that for example limestone, gypsum are needed for the cement industry, ores and coals, manganese for the steel industry, and bauxite, perhaps you know, that is used for the aluminum industry. Actually raw material aluminum we get from the bauxite. Okay, so this thing we have to understand. Rocks also are widely building for the material, for example marble, granite, sandstone, very useful. If you take example of the red fort, okay, red fort, then red fort you can say the fully made of the red stone. Okay, sandstone, red sandstone. If you take example of the Taj Mahal, so that is also made up with the marble. Okay, so these are the construction purpose, multi-purpose, dam purpose, big building purpose, construction of road. We use a white amount of the, you can say the what the white huge amount of the rocks. Okay, rocks are also serve the precious metal or the gold, that is the precious metal of the rock, precious metal, that is the, you can say the very silver, gold, diamond, platinum. So these are the main thing by which we can get. So this is all together, you can say the important geographical and you can say the economic importance of the rock. This much for today. Thank you for watching this video.